Bye bye. Name me. We looked like odd one out, because now most of the students, they were well off a bit. We struggled with fear arrears, being chased home, coming back that way, and then some kind of discrimination. But we thank God we managed. We did our KCPE. I'm saying we because I was with my sister ever since nursery. So the problem of being chased out of school and back became so consistent. I was to go for school fees, come back. Yeah, so it affected me a little bit. That's when we came to Reformed Church for a meeting, and we met Kina Mary and Madam Celine. So they helped us a lot. They paid the school fees. Now the spirit came back to me now that I should really study hard. I should, now that I have no reason to fail.
It was evening preps when our class teacher came in. Then she said that Madam Principal had said if there is someone who is less fortunate, their parents doesn't have money to pay for fees, should come out. Then there are some well-wishers who are going to pay for fees. I raised my hand. I told class teacher, it's my name. Then she wrote down. She said, what would you like to do in future? I said, I'd like to study medicine and become a doctor. Just picked the two of us because we were performing well. They told us to write a letter to Rural Women Peacelings. It was in afternoon, Sunday, after service. Madam Principal called us. She told us they have accepted, but they will be paying this amount. So they paid us that amount, so the parents had to clear the rest. It was a routine that after every term we write a letter and the results. So I used to be afraid if I fail and they know me as a bright student, they won't continue paying my fees. Form 4, luckily I managed to go through. I got an A minor. I want to say thank you people. You've really assisted me.
But in Form 3, things became so tough. School fees was not there. Coming home then and again for school fees. And that is when Mom Mary and Auntie Celine were able to hold my hand by enrolling me to the program of moving Kenyan girls forward in the Rural Women Peaceling. I wrote a letter which was accepted. They bought for me uniform for a new school, and I joined St. Teresa of Avila in Form 3. When I joined there, they were paying my fees and they were also buying for me the shopping. I completed my 4th form and I was able to get a B stand and join Chuka University.
2004, around September, someone linked me through our church to Mom Mary, and they talked. She shared my story about my family and how I'm struggling to go to school. And at that time, I was told that to continue praying for my schooling and to get someone who will help me to pursue my education. After my results came out, yes, I went to her house with the results, and when I reached there, she saw the results and told me that let's pray God. I'm going to take these results to the office. We talk about it, and that's how I managed to secure an opportunity for support or educational support. Yes, they paid my school fees throughout the Form 1 to Form 4 with my shopping, and also they supported me with college studies. They paid my college studies. I finished Diploma of Social Work at Kobujoy Institute of Development Study.
And we discussed about issues, and I remember the first time when she said, Mary, you have to go and learn about peace building. And I was wondering, how am I going to leave my children? Who will take care of these children? I'm a mother of 6. And she told me, go, it's a 1-week course, and you'll be through. And I went and I learned peace building, and that was the time I was identified by NCCK, and I was given an opportunity to work as a peace volunteer. After that, in 1997, 1998, again there was another clashes, and it was in Nakuru. And then I was given the opportunity to go and act as an area coordinator with my little education that I was having by then. I acted as a peace coordinator for 1.5 years. Came back, and there was this dream of Rural Women Peace Link, and that is the time Rural Women Peace Link came up, and it was a dream team. Celine dreamt of this organization, and it was known as a dream team of 6 women, and we worked under the umbrella of NCCK. And then after some time, they came up with a name. Celine and the bishop came up with a name, Rural Women Peace Link. Starting from there, as I had said, we had the pillars, the wings, and the first wing was the wing of operation. We wanted to walk all over and listen to the voices of women and listen to the women. What are the women saying? What are the challenges the women are going through? Then after that, we felt like, yes, after listening to these stories all, we want to link these issues to other people, to share, and the link came in. That's why we have the Rural Women Peace Link. We wanted to link to other people, to share the challenges that a community are going through. So at that point, we also we had to bring on board other women, and Celine and the bishop said that we need to have networks. So we've been working through networks. We've been doing networking with other like-minded people, whereby we identify the women who are going through a lot of challenges, and we train them to be the voices of other women.
Okay, hi, I'm Rob Brewer.
And I'm Kelly Brewer.
And we are here in honor of Kelly's mom, Jo Robertson, that helped start Moving Kenyan Girls Forward, about 10 years ago?
I believe so.
Right at about 10 years ago?
Carolyn Jones. Mom and Carolyn came over here and met Celine and Mary and just were so moved by all these girls and their stories and the struggles and hardships that they endure, and they wanted to know how they could help. And so under the umbrella of the Rural Women Peace Link, they started Moving Kenyan Girls Forward. And I don't even know how many, well, they said over 200 girls.
Yeah.
That I know Mom and Carolyn just went out and solicited people in our community to adopt women. And that's kind of how it's grown. And we were part of that. And I don't know how many my mom did personally. I couldn't give you a number, but I promise you we've been blessed, so blessed by
this and
then this experience.
The ability to come and hear these women's stories of courage and drive. And
It's been a privilege.
It's really been a privilege for both of us to learn about their struggles and how they've overcome them, and their sense of accomplishment having gone through the program.
I met somebody from Red Cross. We assisted each other, and he told me, I'm going to give you 20 bags of maize. The school buys it and it becomes fees for the students. So when I brought the 20 bags, I was told Red Cross isn't for one student. So what we will do, we will buy the maize as a school, but then divide among the needy students. So I was not satisfied because the one I was targeting was her. I went back to Red Cross. The man told me, now I want us to approach somebody called Celine Correa. So we approached Celine. Celine asked me so many questions about Sharon, and because I had gathered the information from her, I told her the reports. One time as I was home, she tells me I'm visiting Sharon's home. And when she visited Sharon's home, she realized what I had told her was true about Sharon. Since I came here in 2014, we have partnered with them. And up to now, I think we have we have sponsored around 23 girls. And as much as they are average children, a majority of them have been able to join the university. And we are happy because one of them is even a child of our own cook. And the girl did well, and she's currently at Masinde University. The man had 2 children, so at least when one was supported, he was able to pay fees for the other one. And the other one also completed Form 4 last year, and we are happy to report that she also did very well, and she joined the university. So I have success story with rural women investment, and as a person I appreciate because girl child are usually very vulnerable. And when they are not supported, it means their generation will simply go away because poverty will simply continue. After supporting them, I know they will also support their families and they will be able to reduce the poverty level.
I'm a product of Girl Child and Education Support Program and Mentorship, one of the pillars done by an organization called Rural Women Paceling. It is based in Eldoret. They sponsor girl child education, supporting them with payment of school fees. And my journey with them started back in the year 2010 when I was a Form 3 in Kapsabet Girls High School. I was a needy student from a very humble background. I used to lack school fees, but I was a performer. I used to perform extremely well. And through that, one of my teachers identified that and contacted the office to support my education. They took me as one of their girls. They sponsored me since that time. They paid for my school fees, cleared all the arrears that was there. That was around 99,000 shillings. And I finished Form 4 in the year 2011. I scored an A- of 79 points. At the moment, I'm one of their success stories as an engineer. I've given back to the society. Once I was employed, I managed to improve the status of my home. I did my parents a decent house. I paid school fees for my younger siblings who have currently graduated, and I really appreciate their support. They have been kind, they have been good unto us, and also through them we've been doing mentorship program to girls. That means if it's not necessary to be, it is not a must that you just succeed academically, but you have to grow as a whole person. So we've been doing mentorship program to schools like Aldai Girls, and we've done it through a program called Wezesha Dada Initiative. Why not that it was interrupted with COVID-19, but I think we are back on track and we will continue with the same program. And I usually also personally take initiative to work around schools in Nandi, especially girls' schools, to motivate the girl child, to encourage them, to tell them that it's possible, and to tell them that to give them a history so that it can be a stepping stone for somebody else, so that they can embrace what I embraced. What I have learned is that you have to be disciplined, you have to be smart, you have to be humble for you to succeed. Mine is to appreciate their effort as an organization. They have done a lot, and may God continue to bless them so that they can continue to do much and to educate the entire society, especially through the girl child.
We have 3 daughters, so we are partial to girls, and we think that you have the opportunity through education to do whatever you put your mind to. If you work hard and you study hard and you stay in school, the world, you can do anything you put your mind to. And we are just happy to be here and feel passionate about education. My mom was a teacher and came here 10 years ago and fell in love with your country and wanted to do something and got involved with Mary and got involved with the Rural Women's Peace Link. And so we have felt called to continue. So we're just happy to be here, and you girls are beautiful, and thank you for having me.
You know, I tell our girls when they were your age, they're a little bit older now, but I said, remember that every day You control the controllable. You can't control the weather, you can't control the government, you can't control the world around you, but you can control what you do. And every day, if you concentrate on that and work as hard as you can and be good to people, good things will happen. So remember that, will you?
Yes. Therefore, they've said, do good things, and good things will happen to you. And she said, work hard. They are parents of girls, and they are so much passionate about the education of a girl child. So I was used to ask you, please do your part and let God do his part. Work hard, you never know what will happen. See, Sharon has told you, work hard without thinking about your background. Work hard without thinking about what other people are doing, but think of what you need to do to be a better person tomorrow. Do not worry about the fees that is not there. You do not know what doors God can open. So let's pray for one another and do what is right, because God is faithful and will reward us accordingly. So that is it. Yes. Thank you.
We honor your visit very much. We want to say thank you that you've taken the opportunity to educate some of our fellow students in Aldai Girls. We say a big thank you to you. We know that by educating girls, you educate the nation. So we want to say thank you, and may God bless you so much for the gratitude you've shown.
This is the Alliance of
Nanyuki South.
Repeat again, the Alliance of
Nanyuki South.
Are you proud of our school?
Yes.
We've had a lot of visitors. Everybody is coming here advising us. Are you ready to take in the advice they've given us?
Yes.
I know they are good students, and they are going to take heed of all the advices you've given unto them. And for our guests, thank you for doing the most important thing in the world, educating a girl child. There are girls here, we have dreams, we have potential, and thanks to you guys, our dreams and potentials are going to come to reality. Yes. I remember in this school, I'll never forget, they've ever paid for me for school fees, right? And I'm forever thankful for that, and I'll be happy. I'm also very happy for the gift of school fees they paid for me, and I promise to work hard. Do you promise to work hard?
Yes.
Do you promise to work hard?
Yes.
There is a saying that goes, you don't know the value of the thing that you have until you lose it.